deal about the third installment, which is Tokyo Drift. So before I start, make sure you all like the video, subscribe, comment down below what you guys think. Hit the notification bell to hit all so you're alerted of when I make brand new uploads. Alright. So without any further ado, let's begin. So the Fast and the Furious Tokyo Drift 2006. Here we go. So Tokyo Drift is a 2006. So 2006. 2006 action film. So 2006 action film directed by Justin Lin. So Justin Lin. And written by Chris Morgan. So Chris Morgan, it's the standalone sequel to both first and second films. And the third installment in the franchise. It stars Lucas Black and Bow Wow. So Lucas Black and Bow Wow. In the film, car enthusiast Sean Boswell is sent to live in Tokyo with his estranged father and finds solace exploring the city's drifting community. So it was directed by Justin Lin. Written by Chris Morgan. Produced by Neil Moritz, starring Lucas Black and Bow Wow and the rest of the cast. Cinematography was by Stephen F. Winden, who's an Australian cinematographer. Cinematography, Stephen F. Winden. It was edited by both Fred Raskin and Kelly Matsumoto. So Kelly Matsumoto. Music by Brian Tyler. Say Brian Tyler. Production companies are both Universal Pictures and Relativity Media. Distributed by Universal Pictures. Distributed by Universal Pictures. Distributed by Universal Pictures. Release dates are on June 2006. So there's both. The first one was on the 4th. So the 4th of June at the Gibson Amphitheater. And the last one was on the 16th in the US. Running time 104 minutes. An hour and 44 minutes. Countries are Germany and the US. Language English. Budget $85 million. So $85 million. So budget was $85 million. So budget 85. The budget was $85 million. And the box office was $159 million. Red episode was 160, or close to $160 million. So $160 million. Say $160 million. A third film was confirmed in June 2005, so mid 2005, when Justin was selected as director. The director Chris was hired. After an open call soon after, thus marking the first film in the franchise's long-time association with Justin. Justin, Chris. So Justin, Chris, actor Sun King, and composer Brian Tyler. Principal photography. So principal photography began in August. So principal photography began in August 2005. Say 2005. 4 months before I was born. Was that 4 years or what? 4 months before I was born. It lasted until November 2005. So November 2005. So it was a month before I was born. With filming locations including LA, Los Angeles, and Tokyo. Even though it was impossible to shoot the film in Tokyo because of no filming permits needed. So, including LA, so Los Angeles, so LA and Tokyo, making Tokyo Drift the first film in the franchise. So in the franchise to feature an international filming location. Say location. Tokyo Drift premiered at the Gibson Amphitheater. So amphitheater in LA. So in LA on June 4th, 2006, and was released in the US on the 16th. So released in the US 12 days later. By Universal Pictures, Tokyo Drift grossed $160 million, $159 million worldwide, making it the lowest grossing film in the franchise. So just round that number up. The film received mixed reviews. From critics. Say critics, which praise. So women with praise for its driving sequences, but criticism for its both screenplay and acting performances in subsequent years. So in subsequent years, Tokyo Drift garnered a more favorable view, with some commentators considering it's one of the best of the franchise. And I agree, Tokyo Drift is the best. So with some commentators considering it one of the best of the franchise. It's followed by a prequel trilogy, the first being Fast 4 in 2009, and the last being Furious 6 in 2013. So Furious 6 in 2013, a direct sequel titled Furious 7. Furious 7 was released in 2015. So 2015, within the story's continuity. So within the story's continuity. So continuity. The film was set between Furious 6 and Furious 7. So Furious 6 and Furious 7. Next up, plot. In Oro Valley, Arizona. Arizona, even though it was filmed in California. So in Oro Valley, Arizona, high school troublemaker Sean Boswell races classmates Clay in their respective 71 Monte Carlo and 2003 SRT10 Viper. Say Viper. Those two, I picked the Viper because it was handled a lot better than Monte Carlo. When they end up ramming each other, so ramming each other and crashing, say ramming each other and crashing, while Clay's family, the guy who drove the Viper, while Clay's family wealth helps him escape punishment. Sean is sent to live with his father, a unique, oh, not unique, sorry, a U.S. Navy lieutenant, so lieutenant stationed in Tokyo, Tokyo to avoid jail time, as he's a repeat offender. He also befriends military brat or army brats, as you call it, Twinkie. So army brats, Twinkie, who introduces him to drift racing, driving to a underground car meet. So car meet in Twinkie's 2005 VW Touran. So basically like a small minivan by Volkswagen. Sean gets into a confrontation with Takashi. So Takashi, the Drift King. So Drift King or DK. So DK over Takashi's girlfriend Neela. Sean agrees to race Takashi's 350Z. So 350Z in a Sylvia S15 Spec S. Says Spec S. Which had an RB26 swapped into it. So Spec S. Lent to him by retired drift racer Han. So retired drift racer Han, unexperienced with drifting. Sean both wrecks the Sylvia, and loses. To repay the debt, Sean agrees to work for Han. Han begins teaching drift racing to Sean. So Sean, whom he calls the only person ever to stand up to Takashi, who's connected to the Yakuza through his uncle Kamada. So Yakuza are members of transnational organized crime syndicates originating in Japan. So Yakuza through his uncle Kamada. So Uncle Kamada. Sean masters the art of drifting, practicing in a 2006 Lancer Evo 9 Mitsubishi, and gains further respect after defeating Takashi's lieutenant, Morimoto. So Morimoto, Han, and Sean became friends. Sean eventually asks Neela out on a date. Neela explains that after her mother died, she moved in with Takashi's grandmother and irate, so like a angry, pissed off Takashi literally assaults Sean the next day, telling him to stay away from Neela. Like literally just almost just killed him, like literally just beat him up. And Sean was like bleeding all around, like cuts on his face. Takashi assaults and attacks Sean the next day. The next day, telling him to stay away from Neela. So Neela leaves. So leaves Takashi and moves in with both Sean and Han. So Sean and Han, after Kamada reprimands Takashi for allowing Han to steal from him. Both Takashi and Morimoto confront Han, Sean, Sean and Neela. So Neela, who flee after Twinkie creates a distraction. Also, T here arrived. So the guy named T. So the guy named for those who don't know who T here is, he's the guy who drove that silver and blue 350Z. So that silver 350Z, which also appeared at the final race scene, which survived after the garage door hits the roof and it leaves an opening for Sean's crew to enter, Han's crew to enter, and also Sean. Both Takashi and Morimoto pursue the trio, with Morimoto crashing and Han buying both Sean and Neela. So Sean and Neela time to escape. So to escape, the chase ends when Sean and Han. So Sean and Han. The chase ends when Sean and Neela's Lancer Evo 9 crashes. So crashes while Han's 1994 Velsider X7 is broadsided by a 1992 Mercedes-Benz W1 W140 140 S-Class sedan, and then explodes. At first I thought it was a 1997 RX-7. Oh well, I bet they use replica cars of that, I don't know. So Han's 97 Velsider X7 is broadsided by a 92, by a 92 Mercedes-Benz W140, W140 S-Class sedan, and then explodes. Takashi later draws a gun on Sean. But his father draws on Takashi. In other words, his father pointed a gun at Takashi. The standoff ends when Neela agrees to leave with Takashi. Both Sean and his father make amends while Twinkie gives money to Sean to compensate Kamada for the stolen funds. So stolen funds. Sean delivers the cash to Kamada and challenges. So Kamada challenges Takashi to a drift race, with the loser, which was Takashi or A.K.A. So with the loser leaving Tokyo for good. Kamada agrees on the condition they downhill drift. So they drift downhill a mountain pass. That only Takashi has descended successfully. Sean and Han's crew restore Sean's father's 1967, so 67 Mustang Fastback, and tune it to drift spec, drifting specifications, adding the same wheels and RB26 engine that was in the Sylvia, just Willwood brakes. So Sean and Han's crew restore Sean's dad's 67 7 Mustang Fastback and tune it to drift spec, making use of the engine and other components from the wrecked Sylvia. On the mountain, DK or Takashi. I'll just call it DK, it's a lot easier. So on the mountain, DK. So DK initially leads, but Sean's practice and training allows him to catch up. So catch up. Desperate, DK rams Sean repeatedly. DK eventually misses, subsequently driving off a cliff and crashing as Sean crosses the finish line. Kamada honors his word, and Sean, dubbed the new Drift King, so the new DK, so the new Drift King, remains in Tokyo. Neela, Twinkie, and Sean. So Sean now drive a Sylvia S15 Spec R. Instead of a Spec S, they use a Spec R version of the Sylvia S15. Enjoy themselves at a car meet. So enjoy themselves at a car meets. When Dominic Toretto arrives in the 1970 Plymouth Roadrunner to challenge Sean to a race. Sean accepts after Dom proclaims Hanu's family. Next up is cast. So yeah, cast we got. So next up we got is cast. So pretty easy. So most of it is, some of them not as such. So first off, for the cast on the list we got is Lucas Black as Sean Boswell, who made his return to F9, a young man interested in street racing. Bow Wow as Twinkie, who also appeared in F9. Sean's first friend he meets in Tokyo, who sells various consumer goods and introduces Sean to drift racing. We've got Sun King as Han Lu, who faked his death, so he returned to F9. So Sun King as Han Lu, DK's business partner, and old friend of Dominic Toretto. So Dominic Toretto, who befriends Sean and teaches him how to drift. Next up, Brian T as Takashi, Sean's enemy, who is acknowledged as the best drift racer and given the title Drift King, or simply DK. So DK, they've got Natalie Kelly as Neela, Takashi's girlfriend who later falls for Sean. They've got Sunny Chiba, credited as JJ Sunny Chiba. May rest in peace. And he passed away 3 years ago. So 9 days and 3 years ago he passed away. He died August 19th, 2021. That was before I started my final year of school. So, may rest in peace. Takashi's girlfriend who later falls for Sean. Then we got Sonny Chiba, credited as JJ Sonny Chiba, rest in peace, as Uncle Kamada, Senkamada, Takashi's uncle, who's the head of the Yakuza, says Uncle Kamada. Then we got Leonardo Nam. Sonny Chiba. Sonny Chiba credited as Sonny Chiba as Uncle Kamada, Takashi's uncle, who's the head of the Yakuza. Rest in peace. Then we got Leonardo Nam as Morimoto, Takashi's right-hand man. Then we got Brian Goodman as Lieutenant Boswell, Sean's father. Says Sean's father. Then we got Zachary T. Bryan. So Zachary T. Bryan, or Ty. Zachary Ty Bryan. So Zachary Ty Bryan as Clay, the quarterback. So the quarterback of Sean's school, who Sean races at the start of the film. The start of the film. Then we got Linda Boyd as Miss Boswell. So Miss Boswell. So Linda Boyd as Miss Boswell, Sean's mother, who's fed up with moving them around, and sent him to Tokyo, Japan, to live with his father. Then we got Jason Toppin as Earl, one of Han's friends, who specializes in tuning the cars, along with Reiko or Reiko-chan. Speaking of Reiko-chan, we got next one, who plays her, Keiko Kitagawa as Reiko-chan, or Reiko in general, Earl's friend and fellow tuner. Then we got Nikki Griffin as Cindy. So Nikki Griffin as Cindy, Clay's girlfriend, who suggests that both Clay and Sean race to win her. Then we got Satoshi Sumabuki. So Satoshi Sumabuki as exceedingly handsome guy who starts the first race between Sean and Takashi. So Sean and Takashi as a cameo. He went, ready, set, go. So he was the guy who did the race. Says Satoshi Sumabuki as exceedingly handsome guy who starts the first race between Sean and DK or Takashi as a cameo. Okay. The legendary person of all time, Keiichi Tsuchiya, as an elderly fisherman, uncredited cameo. So for those who don't know who he is, Keiichi Tsuchiya, he's a Japanese pro race car driver. He's known as the Drift King, or Torikin in Japanese, for his non-traditional use of drifting in non-drifting race events, and his role in popularizing drifting as a motorsport. In pro racing, he's a two-time 24 Hours of Le Mans class winner at the 2001 All Japan GT Championship runner-up. He's also known for 2K driving, so like mountain pass driving. So Keiichi Tsuchiya as an elderly fisherman. So elderly fisherman, uncredited cameo. Some uncredited cameo Diesel. Vin Diesel is Dominic Toretto. So Vin Diesel is Dominic Toretto. Also an uncredited cameo. Then we got character. Next up we got character development. So character development after the events. So after the events of Tokyo Drift. So after the events of Tokyo Drift, Han went on to make a brief appearance in Fast and Furious, the fourth movie from 2009, before returning as a main character. So main character in Fast 5 Fast 5 2011. So 2011. So Fast 5 2011. Fast 5 2011. Furious 6 2013. A little bit of Furious 7 2015. But only for a little bit. So Furious 7 2015. F9. So F9 2021. So F9 2021. F9 2021. Say 2021. And Fast X 2023. Say 2023. Sean, Twinkie, and Earl. Say Earl also returned to the series in F9. Say F9. During the events of F9. Sean, Twinkie, and Earl. Say Earl. So Sean, Twinkie, and Earl also returned to the series in F9. During the events of F9, the three had left Japan. So they left Japan and were involved in rocket development in Germany. So in Cologne, Germany, I think it was, yeah. How they came from their circumstances of the Japanese drifting scene. So circumstances of the Japanese drifting scene to their work in military industry. So military industry is not explained in a series. They're shown testing testing rockets. So testing rockets by attaching them to the top of cars. Like for example, that Pontiac Fiero they had as well. So they had as well when it blew up, and the new ceramic polymer coating, which was 100% fireproof, according to Earl, which is pretty cool. Which came to use in F9 2021, which is a pretty good year, 2021. All right. Next up, production. So next up, production. So production, starting off with his development. After I'd seen Better Luck Tomorrow. Better Luck Tomorrow. So Better Luck Tomorrow. Better Luck Tomorrow. 2002. Say Better Luck Tomorrow. After I'd seen Better Luck Tomorrow. 2002. I knew Justin was a director I wanted to do business with. He's the first we approached, and he loved the idea of filming it. This movie needed enthusiasm, and he's the director to do it. That quote was from producer Neil Moritz. So Neil Moritz, who produced like the first and second movie, I think. So I know the second one. I think it was also the first one. Not too sure. But I think it was the first and second film. So producer Neil Moritz. And he was also the guy who drove the Ferrari up against Brian's Supra, which later became Dom's Supra after Brian owes Dom a 10-second car as promised. So he gave the keys for the Supra to Dom and was an escape without getting captured by the cops. So producer Neil Moritz. Writer Chris Morgan. was a fan of the series, and the producers had an open writing call for the third film. So the third film, Chris originally pitched Dominic Toretto. So Dominic Toretto, Vince's character in Tokyo, learning to drift and solve. So learning to drift and solving a murder. But Universal Pictures wanted a high school themed story. Neil Moritz, who had previously who had produced the two previous installments, the first one from 2001 and the second one from 2000. The first one from 2001 and the second one from 2000 and the second one from 2003. So Neil Moritz, who had produced the two previous films, well, two previous installments, began working on the film in 2005. So 2005, in June 2005. So in June 2005. So 2005. Neil. So Neil hired Justin Lin to direct it. So direct it. Justin, who wasn't intimately so in, so intimately familiar with drifting, when he was approached to helm the project, recalled, "I was in film school when the first movie came out, so when the Fast and the Furious came out, and I saw it along with a sold out crew who just ate it up. What really excited me about directing this film was the chance to harness that energy, create a whole new chapter, and up the ante by bringing so like up the ante by bringing something new to the table for the audience who loves both action and speed. So action and speed. So action and speed. Justin was not enthusiastic at first and was not really impressed by earlier drafts of the script, saying, "I think it's both offensive and dated, and I don't have any intention of doing it." The producers allowed him to develop the film in his own way, allowing it. Well, although it was a constant challenge, and he's always battling Universal to make the film better. But Justin said that to their credit, they were both very fair, so fair and reasonable. It was impossible to get the necessary filming permits in Tokyo, so they went ahead without permission. According to Justin Lin, I wanted to shoot in Shibuya Square. Commonly known as Shibuya Crossing or Shibuya Scramble Crossing or Shibuya Sukuranburu Kosaten. Commonly known as Shibuya Crossing, is a popular pedestrian scramble crossing in Shibuya. In the special ward in Shibuya, the capital of Tokyo. So in the capital of Tokyo, Japan. So Tokyo, Japan. So according to Justin, I wanted to shoot in Shibuya. I wanted to shoot in Shibuya Square. There's like thousands of people crossing, which is the most crowded place in Tokyo. The cops takes 10 minutes for them to come over and kick you out. Unknown to Justin, the studio had hired a fall guy who stepped in. So stepped in when the cops came to arrest him and said he was the director and spent the night in jail instead. Crazy. Following respectable test screenings of Tokyo Drift. So Tokyo Drift, Universal still felt it needed a star. Universal still felt it needed a star cameo appearance. So cameo appearance, almost at Enterprise. So cameo appearance. Vin Diesel agreed to reprise his role as Dominic Toretto. So Dominic Toretto for a brief cameo. So a brief cameo in exchange for Universal's ownership to rights of the Riddick character in lieu of financial payment. Next up we got is technical. Before I move on to the next part, just gonna get a drink of water. I'll be back. All this talking so much is making me so damn thirsty. So I'm on the technical part. Next. Come on, focus. So this is the next part I'm on. I'll be back. Like 30 seconds. Actually, 5 seconds. Alright, so that was about like 20 seconds or so. Anyways, I'm back. Next up, technical. 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 Both races and stunts. So racing and stunts were coordinated by Terry J. Leonard. I said Terry J. Leonard, who also served as second unit director. The film used almost 250 cars, cutting up 25 and destroying more than 80 cars. So the film used almost 250 cars. So 250 cars, cutting up 25, say 25, 25, 20, 25, say 25, and destroying more than 80 cars. 80 cars, that's crazy. De Silvio, which Sean trashes in his first race in Japan, is depicted as having an RB20 is depicted as having an RB26. So a twin turbocharged RB26 engine swap, even though it was single turbo in the movie. So having an RB26 diesel. So an RB26 engine swap. So engine swap, which itself is donated to the Mustang. However, in the movie it was not twin turbocharged, it was single turbo. With a big single turbocharger. However, the car in the movie was actually powered by the Sylvia's original engine, the SR20. The Vilside body-kitted RX-7, dubbed Fortune, driven by Han, played by Sung Kang, was originally built by Vilside for the 2005 Tokyo Auto Salon event. Tokyo Auto Salon. 2005 Tokyo Auto Universal, and repainted, well, resprayed the car from dark red to a house of color. So house of color, pearl, sunset orange. So sunset orange pearl. So sunset orange pearl and black for use in the movie. The car in which Dom appears in at the end of the film is a highly customized 1970 Plymouth Roadrunner, which was built for the SEMA show. SEMA show. SCC, so SCC magazine. SCC magazine tested the cars. Tested the cars of the film and noted that the cars in Tokyo Drift were slightly faster in an acceleration matchup. So acceleration matchup with the cars from Too Fast, Too Furious 2003. Notable drifting personalities. Keiichi Tsuchiya, who also made an uncredited cameo in the film. Reese Millen. So Reese Millen, or Reese Rodney is middle name. Millen, born September 6th, 1972, was a New Zealand-born racing driver, and Samuel Hubinett, A.K.A. the Crazy Swede, born September 15th, 1971 in Jokkmokk, Norrbotten County in Sweden, who's a Swedish pro race car driver and Hollywood stunt driver. So Hollywood stunt driver. Said notable drifting personalities, Keiichi Tsuchiya, who also made an uncredited cameo in the film. Reese Millen and Samuel Hubinett were both consulted and employed by the movie to provide and execute both the drifting and driving stunts in the film. Nobushige Kumakobo, born February 10th, 1970, at the Fukushima prefecture. Or in Fukushima, they had that kind of disaster in 2011, I think it was. Or I think it was a 20-kilometer exclusion zone. Like, everybody had to evacuate everything. Well, they had to evacuate their homes and escape the dangers of radiation. Not just that, in Ukraine, they have the same in Chernobyl, where the fourth reactor, so reactor number 4, so we're in 1986, reactor number 4 exploded, which released a very devastating radioactive cloud. It was just so devastating that for 20,000 years, the whole entire area will remain uninhabitable. Literally for 20,000 years. That's crazy. 20,000 years. That's future times. Notable drifting personalities. Keiichi Tsuchiya, who also made an uncredited cameo in the film. Reese Millen and Samuel Hubinett were both consulted and employed. So consulted and employed by the movie to both provide and execute the drifting. To both provide and execute both the drifting and driving stunts in the film. Nobushige Kumakobo, Kazuhiro Tanaka, born July 4th, 1970, in Yoshiji Kumakubo, Kazuhiro Tanaka, and also Tanner Faust. Is it Tanner Faust? Tanner Faust. Tanner Faust, Rich Rutherford, Calvin Wan, and Alex Pfeiffer. I can't pronounce his last name well. I can't pronounce his last name correctly, but it's spelled P F. So PFEIFFER. So PFE. So PFEIFFER. We're also brought in as none of Universal's own stunt drivers. Stunt drivers could drift. Since stunt drivers could drift, some racing events were filmed within the Hawthorne Mall, which is an abandoned enclosed shopping mall along Hawthorne Boulevard between 120th Street, so 120th Street and El Segundo Boulevard in Hawthorne, California. It's in Hawthorne, Los Angeles, California. It's in California. Says some racing events were filmed within the Hawthorne Mall, and some of it was also done down in Wilshire Boulevard. Say Wilshire Boulevard. Wilshire Boulevard. Says some racing events were filmed within the Hawthorne Mall parking lot in LA, so Los Angeles, as filming in Tokyo, as I mentioned before, required. So as filming in Tokyo, as I mentioned, required permits. So permits the studio was unable to obtain. So to obtain, they instead used street lights and multiple props to help recreate Tokyo. So recreate Tokyo. So Tokyo, Toshi Hayama was also brought in to keep elements of the film portrayed correctly. So correctly, who was contacted by Roger Van, an old high school friend. It's an old high school friend. It's a high school friend who starred in Justin Lin's Better Luck Tomorrow. So Better Luck Tomorrow, 2002. It's in 2002. Toshi ensured certain references were developed correctly. So, Toshi Hayama was also brought in to keep elements of the film portrayed correctly. Who's contacted by Roger Van, an old high school friend who starred in Justin Lin's Better Luck Tomorrow 2002. Better Luck Tomorrow 2002. Toshi ensured certain references were deployed correctly, such as the use of nitrous oxide, so NOS in straights but not in turns, and keeping the use of references to sponsors to a minimum. One of Kamada's henchmen has missing fingers, a punishment typically developed by the Yakuza. So by the Yakuza, he had to have the missing fingers digitally added in to appease cultural concerns. Last part is music, and then we'll move on to the next one. So music, original motion picture, motion picture soundtrack, composed of 12 songs, was written on June 20th, 2006 through Universal Motown Records in New York. So contributions from artists like Don Omar, Don Omar, Teriyaki Boys, Teriyaki Boys, Atari Teenage Riots, Brian Tyler, Brian Tyler, DJ Shadow, DJ Shadow, DJ Shadow, Dragon Ash, Evil, Dragon Ash, Evil 9, Far East Movement, Mostev, Nerd, NERD, which is a backronym of No One Ever Really Dies. So Nerd, Teiko, Calderon, and the 5678s, which are a Japanese rock band from Tokyo. Say Tokyo. It even had MC Hammer, who even did the song called I Got It From the Town, played in Twinkie's Hulkmobile, which was a VW Touran, when Toshi let them go through, and it was even played at the deleted scenes where Reiko-chan and Earl grab some tires. Don Omar, Teriyaki Boys, Atari Teenage Riot, Brian Tyler, DJ Shadow, Dragon Ash, Evil 9, Far East Movement, Mostev, Nerd, Teiko Calderon, the 5678s, and MC Hammer. Brian Tyler's original score was released on June 27th via Varese Sarabande, a week after original motion picture soundtrack. Next up is Reception. Reception. Scroll a bit more, but let's do it. Reception. Starting off with it is box office. Tokyo Drift. So Tokyo Drift brought in over $23 million. So $23 million. $23 million on its opening weekend, placed at third place. Not really bad. Behind the movie Cars. So Cars, like Pixar Cars, 2006. So 2006, $33.7 million, which is $33,700,000. And Nacho Libre. So Nacho is spelled N-A. So N-A-C-H-O. Like saying nachos and like the nacho chips which you eat. It was like guacamole and shit. Sorry about that. Said like guacamole and like salsa as well. And libre, I think I said it right, I can't remember. It's spelled L-I-B-R-E. Said L-I-B-R-E. $28.3 million, which is $28,300,000. The film itself was in limited release in Japan, possibly limited edition, I don't know, released under the name Wild Speed 3. So Wild Speed 3. The US box office was $62,514,000. So $62,514,415, and it grossed another 96,000. And it grossed another $96,450,195 receipts over a whopping, like monstrous 158. So 158 million 964. So 158 million. So 158,964,610. That's crazy. It's just crazy, like mind-blowing amounts of money. Just crazy. Anyways, according to opening weekend polling, polling by Universal, the audience was 58%, 58% male, so 58% 58% male, and 60% under 25, which is supposed to be like 58% male and 60% female. I think, I'm not really sure. Alright. Next part is critical response. So Tokyo Drift gained a 37% up 30%. So Tokyo Drift gained a 37% approval. 37%. So 37% approval. It's a 37% approval rating on. So 37% approval rating on Rotten Tomatoes. So Rotten Tomatoes, based on reviews from 142 critics. The average rating is 50%. So the average rating is 50%. So 50%. The site's consensus reads eye-popping driving sequences, coupled with a limp story, and flat performances, makes this drift a disappointing follow-up. So disappointing follow-up to previous Fast and Furious installments. So previous Fast and Furious installments. Now, sometimes I would disagree with them, which I do, because like Tokyo Drift is like the best. I mean, drifting in Japan, like it's his home, it's his territory, it's his nature, legacy of drifting in Japan, because that's where it basically took place, and that's where it all started, in Japan. So, on Metacritic, the film has a weighted average score of 45%. So 45%. 45% based on reviews from 32 critics, indicating either mixed or average reviews. I don't know two, but so either one of the two, but we never know. Audiences surveyed by Cinema Score gave the film a grade A minus, so A minus on scale of A to F. A minus is a pretty good score. So gave since 2022, it's the flagship paper of the nonprofit Chicago Public Media and has long held the second largest circulation among Chicago newspapers after the Chicago Tribune, which is also an American daily newspaper based in Chicago, Illinois, owned by Tribune Publishing. Founded in 1847 and formerly self-styled as the world's greatest newspaper, the slogan from which its integrated WGN radio and TV received their call letters. It remained the most read daily newspaper in the Chicago metropolitan area and the Great Lakes region. In 2022, so 2 years ago, it had the seventh highest circulation of any newspaper in the U.S. Say Roger Ebert of the Chicago Sun-Times. The Chicago Sun-Times praised the film, giving it 3 out of 4, 74%. It's not bad. Say 3 out of 4 stars, 75%. Say 3 out of 4 stars, 75%. It's pretty good. Saying that director Justin Lin takes an established franchise and making it both surprisingly fresh and intriguing, adding that Tokyo Drift is more observant than we expected, and that the story is about something more than fast cars. Michael Sirago, his last name is spelled SRAGOW. So Michael Sirago of the Baltimore Sun, which is the largest general circulation daily newspaper based in the U.S. state of Maryland. So Maryland, and provides coverage of local, regional, national, and international news. Hold on, guys, I'll be back again. It's not much of a movie, but a hell of a ride. Todd McCarthy of Variety gave the film a positive review. That's good, and praised the good old fashioned, good old fashioned, good old fashioned, good old fashioned genre filmmaking. So good old fashioned genre. So good old fashioned genre filmmaking done. Filmmaking done. Filmmaking done in a no nonsense, unpretentious style. Adding in stays in high gear. So high gear most of the way with several exhilarating racing sequences. Sequences and benefits greatly from the evocative Japanese setting. So Japanese setting. So setting. McCarthy particularly praised the work of stunt coordinator Terry Leonard. Should have done this for 6-speed, because I'm always into like 6 speeds. Better than 5-speed cars. Only 6 speeds are cool. So Michael Medved, born October 3rd, 1948. 1948, age 75, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, who's an American radio show host, author, political commentator, and film critic. So Michael Medved gave Tokyo Drift 1.5, so one and a half out of 4 stars. So I say that's like around 1.5 stars. That's around, let's say, around, I think that's about 35%, I think. I'm not too sure. So Michael Medved gave Tokyo Drift 1.5 out of 4 stars, saying there's no discernible plot or emotion or humor. I was gonna say hunger, but humor. So or emotion or humor. But the final race is well staged and nicely shot. The main achievement of this vapid time waster involves its promotion of new appreciation for the first 2 films in the series. So there's no discernible plots, emotion or humor, but the final race is well staged and nicely shot. The main achievement of this vapid time waster involves its promotion of new appreciation for the first 2 films in the series. James Berardinelli, who's born September 25th, 1967, from age 57, not 57, 56, from New Brunswick, New Jersey, who's an American film critic, and former engineer. So former engineer. I say engineer. it says. So plenty of girls and cars. So girls and cars. So girls and cars. With the latter being more lovingly photographed than the former. However, it's unacceptable that the movie's action scenes, such as the races and chases, are both boring and incoherent. If the movie can't deliver on its most important asset, what's the point? I don't really care what they even say. Like, the movie's still cool. Next up, Richard Roeper. I can't really say it well. He's an American columnist and film critic for the Chicago Sun-Times, born October 17th, 1959, age 64, from Chicago, Illinois. So Roper, I can't really say well. It spells R-O-E-P-E-R. So R-O-E-P-E-R. Sir Richard Roper strongly criticized the film, saying the whole thing is preposterous. The acting is so awful. Some of the worst performances I've seen in a long time. It's a long time. I literally disagree with that. Ethan Alter is spelled A-L-T-E-R. It's like saying the word Walter, but taking out the W. So taking out the W and just sticking with the word alter. Premiere Magazine was particularly critical on Lucas Black's character. So Lucas Black's character, Sean. So he says, during the course of this movie, Sean makes so many dumb decisions. Sean makes so many dumb decisions. It's a wonder that anyone wants to be associated with him. Peter Travers of Rolling Stone said that Tokyo Drift suffers from blurred vision. So blurred vision, motor drag, it's like motorized drag racing, and a plot that's running on fumes. Look out for a star cameo. It's the only surprise you'll get from this heap. Mick LaSalle, born May 7th, so 7th of May, 1959, from Brooklyn, New York, who's an American film critic and the author of 2 books on pre-code Hollywood. So Mick LaSalle of the San Francisco Chronicle thought it quickly tanks. Thanks to a lead character with no goals, focus, appeal, or intelligence. So intelligence, and a lead actor who's just a little too convincing. racing scenes, I was gonna say sequences, but scenes is the way. So as for the racing scenes, who cares about the finesse move of drifting compared to going fast? And who wants to watch guys race in a parking lot? Parking lot. So parking lot. Matt Singer of Village Voice called it a subculture in search of a compelling storyline. And Lucas Black's lead-in performance makes you pine for the days of Paul Walker. So for the days of Paul Walker. Like I wonder like what Tokyo Drift would have been like if Paul Walker was featured into it, because like his character Brian O'Connor does drive GDM cars. So if Paul would have done Tokyo Drift, that would have been cool. With them driving around Tokyo and Japanese cars, that'd be cool. Say a subculture in search of a compelling storyline, and Lucas Black's lead-in performance makes you pine for the days of Paul Walker. Say for the days of Paul Walker. So Paul Walker, Rob Cohen, who directed the first film. So the director of the first film of the series was very critical of this film, saying if you were to just watch Tokyo Drift, you'd say, I never want to see anything related to Fast and Furious again. Next up we got is retrospective reviews. In critics' rankings. So in critics' rankings, like saying in the critics, like in critics' rankings of the series, Tokyo Drift had in the past often appeared on the bottom of the list. However, over time, it's been seen more favorably, and was ranked second best. So second best in a list of all the Fast movies. So in all the Fast and Furious films by IndieWire. So IndieWire, The Washington Post. So The Washington Post, The Wrap, Screen Rant, and Collider. So and Collider, Esquire magazine, and BuzzFeed News ranked it the best of the series. It's become a favorite with car enthusiasts, seen as the film in the series most specifically dealing with both dealing with car culture, and focusing on cars themselves. Both critics and fans have come to appreciate Tokyo Drift for introducing both Sung Kang, who played Han, and Justin Lin, who's the director of the film, to the franchise. And enjoyed the simple story, stylish direction, and that the film never takes itself too seriously. As the film series became both more elaborate and incorporated less realistic storylines, including both heists and spying. The relative simplicity of Tokyo Drift. Tokyo Drift became more appreciated by critics. Say by critic by critics. So critics, Tokyo Drift. Tokyo Drift has been described as the movie that kept the series alive since Vin Diesel abandoned his other projects and came back with Justin Lin at the helm. In a 2020 interview, Christopher Nolan, or full name is Christopher Edward Nolan. Nolan. So Sir Christopher Edward Nolan, born July 30th, 1970, is a British and American filmmaker. Is a British and American filmmaker. It's an American and British filmmaker. Say in a 2020 interview, Christopher Nolan said that although the first film was his favorite, he had a soft spot for Tokyo Drift. Say Tokyo Drift. Now we got accolades, and then we're moving on to the last part. So we're on accolades. So for the awards, we got Teen Choice Awards. So Teen Choice Awards. For category. So category, there's two. So there's two categories. First one is choice movie. So choice movie. Male breakout star. So male breakout star. And nominee was Lucas Black, who played Sean Boswell. Then we got choice summer movie, action / drama, and the nominee. So that was the category, and the nominee was The Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. So The Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift 2006. Both of them were nominated as a result. And last up we got is Legacy, and I'll end it there. Say Legacy. Now I'm gonna try to plus to it. So Legacy. Initially, so Legacy. So last part Legacy, and then I'll end it there. So let's finish this. Hold on. Alright, last up, Legacy, and I'll end it there. Initially seen as a one-off character, in an almost straight to DVD, release. So release, Han became a Han became a fan favorite due to his portrayal by Sun King, and was brought back by director Justin Lin. Say director Justin Lin. Say Justin Lin. So Justin Lin, following Tokyo Drift, Hans retroactively introduced as a member of Dom's crew. So Dom's crew in the next trilogy. As a trilogy of films in the franchise, The Fast and the Furious, A.K.A. Fast 4. So Fast 4, 2009. So 2009. Which was, I think, the last film of the second trilogy, I believe. subsequent films have pivoted around Hans, Tokyo Drift, Tokyo Drift, Tokyo Drift car crash scene. So car crash scene. Furious 6, Furious 6, Furious 6, 2013. So 2013, 2013 foreshadowed that the crash was no accident. Furious 7, so Furious 7, my most favorite one. Furious 7, 2015. Furious 7, 2015. Furious 7, 2015. Is that 2015? So 2015 featured featured a new villain. So new villain, Deckard Shaw. So Deckard Shaw, played by Jason Statham. Subsequent films have pivoted around Hans, Tokyo Drift car crash scene. Furious 6 foreshadowed that the crash was no accident. Furious 7, 2015. Furious 7, 2015. 2015. Furious 7, 2015 featured a new villain, Deckard Shaw, played by Jason. So Deckard Shaw, played by Jason Statham. Say Jason Statham. Pretty cool. Respect. Say Deckard Shaw, played by Jason Statham, who intercepted Han during a street race. Oh, that was not really a street race. It was just a getaway, just to escape from those 350Zs. And F9 2021. Say 2021. 2021. So F9 2021. 2021 reveals both how and why Han's death was staged. So staged following Justin Lin's continuing work. So continuing work with a series. He attempted to bring back Lucas Black, who played Sean Boswell. So Sean Boswell, with media reports that Lucas had signed on for a succession of movies. So a succession of films. Lucas returned for Furious 7. So Furious 7 2015. Furious 7. So Furious 7 2015. So Furious 7 2015 in a minor role. So minor role and was used to establish the story of Han's death. So Han's death, and indicated that he wanted his characters continuing story. So continuing story to be told for the fans, that he's willing to be involved past his appearance in F9. So appearance in F9. So F9, Justin succeeded in getting all four main actors from Tokyo Drift. So Tokyo Drift. Sun King, Lucas Black. So Sun King, Lucas Black, Bow Wow, and Jason Toppin to return to the franchise in F9. said Jason Toppin. Said Justin succeeded in getting all four main actors from Tokyo Drift. Sun King, Lucas Black. So Sun King, Lucas Black, Bow Wow, and Jason Toppin. Jason Toppin to return to the franchise in F9 2021. Alright. And that is finally it. So for my next Fast and Furious movie explanation video for you all will be about Fast 4, aka Fast and Furious, the fourth movie, part of the second trilogy. Well, the last film, part of the second trilogy, and then Fast 5 was like part of the third trilogy, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but oh well. So yeah, for my next Fast and Furious video, will be about Fast 4, 2009. So 2009. So that's gonna be quite interesting. Alright, so that'll be it. So if you guys like this video, like and subscribe. So like and subscribe. Comment down below what you guys think. So comment down below what you comment down below. comment down below what you guys. So comment down below what you guys think. Hit the notification bell. So hit the notification bell and hit all so you're alerted of when I make brand new uploads. So that'd be it. One more thing before I go, I just want to say I'm sorry for like repeating all the time. It's just I can't really say the words that well. I'm tired. So I apologize. I can't really say it properly. I can't say the words right. So I apologize if I had to repeat it. But pretty much I might be doing the same for the next Fast and Furious films. I'm not 100% sure, but I'll try not to screw up. I'll try not to mess up as much as I can as possible. But I will try. So again, if you like this video, like and subscribe. So like it, subscribe, comment down below. So like and subscribe, comment down below what you guys think. Hit the notification bell and hit all so you are alerted of when I make brand new uploads. Alright, so that'll be it. I gotta go sleep. I gotta go sleep now. I'm tired. I'll see you guys soon in the next video. But until then, stay safe. Stay safe. Have a great evening and have a great day tomorrow morning. And I'll see you guys soon in the next video. So, take care, folks. Stay safe out there. Take care, folks. Stay safe out there. I'll see you guys soon. Good night.